Once again, on behalf of Ambika and Kevin and family, I welcome each and every one of you to their puja as we join today giving thanks and praise to Hanuman. And I know for a fact that most of the jandi I done for them or perform always done on a Tuesday, but I don't know if they know the importance or how fortunate they are to do puja on Tuesday. Not everybody can able to, but based on convenience, my friends, many people do their puja on Saturday, but in our scripture it says Tuesday is more recommended for Hanumanji puja. So I want to tell you, you are not going to say if or ask if we will have the blessings, but definitely you are going to have the full blessings of Hanumanji. Today, as we join in puja, what can we take back home in learning from the 2 days of observing puja? It says that when we do puja to Bhagwan, we desire of worship God in various ways, our deities or deities we have known. But that comes from your way of accepting Bhagwan in your life. It's just like you and me, we don't appreciate everybody we see. Do you agree or not? Some people, when you see them first time, you want to run, go and hug them. And some people, when you see them first time, you want to go get away and hide from them. So it says you and I, we have a fair understanding that God took many forms, Rupam Dei, Jayam Dei. And as we are the one who have the option now to choose which deities we want to worship. And loving devotees, he said that comes from the likeness of who you like. Some people like Adi Shakti, some like Bhagwan Shiva, Hanuman. But it says, as Hindus, Sanatana Dharma teaches us, well, I don't like to say this, like or don't like, you have to worship one person, or deity. Who is that person? Anybody knows? It says, it is a must. If you want to call yourself a Hindu, it is a must for you to do or perform puja to Hanuman. There is no option. If you want to, it is a must. So, likewise, when you go everywhere, you see there's a red flag in front of every Hindu's home. That is the purpose, my friends. It says every one of us, as we worship Hanuman, there are many things that we will be blessed with. And Hanuman is the one who blessed us with Bal Buddhi Vidya Gyan. No matter how much money you have in life, if you don't have strength, talking about strength, people get strength different places, or I want me to tell you. Some people get strength down here, and some get the where. You find here, I expect you find here. It says Hanumanji teaches you and I that within every individual there is strength. And not although some people may be so powerful, for example, I know Kevin go to the gym and one day he's walking home, puffed up his chest out, and let's say we take him to Guyana. Over here, he is not going to experience this. Walking on the street in Guyana now, with all the strength that he has, working out in the gym, next thing a dog chase him on the street. What happened? He even forget his strength. Sometimes you and I, we forget our strength. Hanumanji teaches us, my friends, a lesson. That situation reminds us about prayers, is not so? When some people have downfall, then they know, say, oh, me gotta pray. Then they know, oh, I have to go check if I have graha. Situation make us believe that, there is something where we can find solution. And there's where we reach out to our prayers. But Hanumanji teaches us a different lesson, my friends. It says, for those of you who understand Ramayana, many people may call themselves devotee. But if I should ask you today the question, are you really a true devotee of God? The answer will be uncertain. Do you agree or not? Many people have heard action speaks louder than words. Sometimes people say, I am a devotee of God. But what they do? When the morning comes, they don't even get up to put a flower to the feet of Lord. Do you think that person is a devotee of God? But some people may debate. You don't have to put a flower at the feet of Bhagwan to be a devotee. In the other hand, some people pray and some don't pray. But let's say some that don't pray, do you think they are a devotee of God? There's a saying, the hands that serve is better than the lips that praise. So no matter how you turn it or twist it, my friends, it comes to one place where this poet tells us as you listen. Bhagwan mere naiya us paar lagaye dena ab tak to nibhaya hai aage bhi nahi dena Bhagwan mere naiya us paar laga dena अब तक तू निभाया है आगे भी निभाएगा पल पल के साथ मैया ये रे जो मुझे आकर प्रभु जी पल पल के साथ मैया ये रे जो मुझे आकर तू देखना के रहना जहाँ के बचा लेना भगवान मेरे नैया उस पार लगा देना अब तक तू निभाया है आगे भी निभा देना अब तक तू निभाया है उस पार लगा देना You know, in life there's two sides, and in story there's two sides too, you know. But how much people listen to the other sides of stories? Only a few. Loving devotees, it says life has made up of sukha, dukh, happiness and sorrows. And sometimes we sit down on the bank of the river or the Ganges or the ocean. Sometimes we go to the Ganga, we say Hema, remove our pains and sufferings from our life. But how many people have this in their mind that God help those who help them? Self. Only a few. Loving devotees, it says that Hanumanji, when he went to Lanka to locate Bhagwan Mata Sita, what happened? It says there's something caught his attention. What is that thing? As he's going to Lanka, like many people have may tell you stories and you believe them, that you know what, this person, that person is X, Y and Z, and you have confidence and you believe them. In the mind of Hanumanji, he knows that he is going to Lanka. Who reside there? Ravan. And anytime somebody call you Ravan, you know you're on the other side of, you know. In his mind he is going, and while going to Lanka, he did not expect to find a devotee of God, because Ravan is the ruler of Lanka. So, if you have a good person, a good ruler, what the citizen will be? The citizen will be good as well. So Hanumanji, as he entered Lanka, he saw something, my friends. What he saw the Tulasi plant. And the Tulasi plant, like I mentioned in our Gyan Satsang in Guyana, that you know, if we go on a survey to people's house to search for devotee of God, I was explaining about the Lakshmi, the Ratnas that came from the ocean. And I was telling them tomorrow morning we'll get up and we'll go with a chart. One side will be Lakshmi and Ahalakshmi. So it says here's where we have people who are devotee of God, who are not. And we'll walk to everybody home, we'll click one check mark, devotee of God, not devotee of God. So I said to them, what if we go to certain place now, and in Guyana, you know, every home has flower tree. Over here too, you all came with that, you know, that, I don't know what to say, but in you, that once you are a devotee of God, you want to plant your own flower to pray. Today we watch Ambika bring flower but I'm all saying. So it says, I said to them that going there, it does not mean someone who have flower tree in their yard is a devotee of God. But flower tree that does not have flower tell me that they are devotee of God. And Emma G mentioned something to me that when she see flowers on the tree, her heart burned that, you know, this flower will burn out and not reach to the feet of Bhagwan. Not everybody think like that, my friends. It says that Hanumanji noticed the Tulsi plant. There was a lot of young Tulsi leaves. And you know, when you pick the old one out, what has happened? A new one blossom or burst out. It says that gives him a message. What comes to his mind, he says, you know what? There is someone who is worship my Lord around. And right away he knows, my friends, and he starts to locate that person who is behind picking this Tulsi from the plant. Loving devotees, as he approached closely, he heard someone is chanting Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram in Lanka. So my question today, do you think you have to grow up in the house of a Pandit to become someone good? Who is that person who was chanting? Was the brother of Ravan, Bibhishan. Grew up in that home, my friends, where Ravan is a ruler and everybody has to follow his rules and regulation. But he chose not to forget God and pray to Bhagwan Sri Ram. With the understanding of our scripture, my friends, it says it will take us a far way in life. But you know, I always say this thing, you know, people blessed with eyes, but how many people see properly with the eyes? Well, when it comes to puja, we're not talking about these two eyes. There's another eye that we pay focus upon. Like already I asked both of them where they dry coconut. They didn't hear me. But Bhagwan tell them to ask me back about the dry coconut. It says, my friends, when we are sitting down in puja and pray, it says when you close the two eyes, another eye open. How that process occur? The poet says these words. दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरे आकिया प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरे आकिया प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम मन मंदिर की ज्योति जगा दो मन मंदिर की ज्योति जगा दो गद गद भासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम मन मंदिर मूरत तेरे फिर बिना देखे सूरत तेरे मन मंदिर में मूरत तेरे फिर बिना देखे सूरत देखे युग युग बीते आए मिलन के पूर्णमासी दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरे आज्ञा प्यासी रे दर्शन दो दर्शन दो दर्शन दो दर्शन. It says, sometime our eyes, I don't know how to put this, but sometimes we hear this term thirsty. You know, some people only thirsty for drinking water. But the poet says that sometimes we as devotee, our eyes is thirsty to see Bhagwan. Does that make sense? Sometimes we look here, there and everywhere, where can we find God? But the answer is, God is within every living entity. In moving and non-moving as well. That's why we have our murti. And it says, anyway, anyone choose to chant God's name or call upon Bhagwan, it says, he will come because God is here, there and everywhere. Lovely devotees, talking about calling upon Bhagwan, there are many people says, you know, I pray and I don't see my way. Well, the answer is, how do you pray and how do you call upon God? There must be something is not right. My friends, it says life is like this. Before you have pleasure, you have to experience pain. And before you have pleasure, it goes vice versa. It says in our life, many times people enjoy and next day what happens? For example, you go to the wedding house, you dance whole night Saturday night. Tanga then I get Saturday night over here. What happens next morning? It's like when you go to the gym, your whole muscle, everything's sore. My friends, it says anything to grow in life, especially a child going to school to gain success in academic knowledge, it says it brings or it takes a lot of sacrifice. Sacrifice of what? Sometimes not eating the right time, not sleep well, or take care of their body. Beloved devotees and friends, always remember anything that we go through in life is temporary. It will not last forever. Everything is going through for a phase. So as today we have the health and strength and we have the ability and courage to pray to Bhagwan, it says, why not utilize our ability and strength? So today I want to compliment both of them to choose once again another year of also continue their worship to Bhagwan. And Bhagwan blessed them with many things. And one thing that they blessed with today is, now two daughters. And my friends, today one of them celebrate their birthday, Janam. I don't know if they plan the journey to fall on the birthday or the birthday just fall on the journey. So I'll ask you a question now. Did you plan the journey for her birthday or you just fall on it? Or it's all my fault? I'm glad that people here in Guyana say every week we go now. One lady at the mandir says, you know, every time you go Guyana, summertime, we can celebrate my birthday. Our birthday is in July and we have to celebrate it in August. Loving devotees, it says that things does not happen coincidentally. It happens for a reason. And today as she have an opportunity and the family in performing puja on her birthday, what else can we ask? When birthday come, what gift is the greatest gift to give? It says the gift of love. In our puja, it says in Bhagavad Gita, no matter how nice the food cook, if there is no love and devotion, God will not accept. No matter how big the pan leaf is, right? We know it well and proper, my friends. It says love. Love is one of the greatest gifts. That's why we express love in various ways. We express love in giving a hug. We express love in giving of flowers. And flowers become so common now, also in our puja. You see, every time we say prayer, we give a flower, hold a flower in our hand in welcoming Bhagwan. We are saying, oh divine, in this flower is our love. Please accept our love and devotion. And by doing so, my friends, it says, it will take us a far way in life. Before we conclude, let us all join as we sing just a line for her, because I know Normally, he just gotta go to the pundit to get names, but she gives the pundit a name. God bless you. And as we'll sing a birthday song for you, we wish you a happy birthday. May Bhagavan continue to bless you to be, sweet and sweeter as this little girl. बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, सोचिए हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to, happy birthday to you. And I did not mention this one. I asked her, Bhagwan, to bless you to be less shame next year. Because I see how you come. Oh, she not shame? Oh, is she shy? Oh. Well, normally when people cover their face, they're shy or shame. But I guess she have some
Respect.
style.
Did you dance? Did you dance? Wow.
So I wish you all the best and may you have a happy and a peaceful and a blessed birthday. Loving devotees, thank you all for your patient listening. May Bhagwan